I was journaling about what entitlement to your seasons of isolation, or a better phrase is actually incubation. When you're in this period of incubation where you're kind of in solitude, you're set aside for growth and development, and people become entitled to those seasons in your life. I was journaling about that and what it looked like, and it actually led me to sending a message to a very close friend who I consider a mentor and a father figure in my life. And I'll read the message that I sent him. I just said, Coach, I'm over here journaling and you came to mind. Sometimes God places us in seasons of incubation and isolation so that we can grow into who he wants us to become in the kingdom. You were there during my first major season of growth. So for that, I thank you. But I thank you even more for this realization that I just came to. After every season of incubation, those in your environment will have to pass the test of entitlement. I still remember how nervous I was to come to your office and tell you that I felt like my time in college basketball was over. Your first response was, how can I help? We all knew this day would come. You have more in you to do. Not for even a second did you feel entitled to my gifts or the value that I was providing. You pushed me into the next season and have supported me every step of the way. Metaphorically, you allowed the caterpillar to have wings. Most people love the idea of a butterfly until it has wings and flies away, but it's the wings that make it what it is. And even during seasons where I've had wings and felt like I couldn't fly, you've always been a landing place. Thank you. And, the interesting thing about that is anytime you go through this period of incubation where you're being set apart for the next season, it's a time of immense growth and development. And in that time of immense growth and development, whoever happens to be in that environment with you is benefiting significantly from your growth and development. But that is how you know who in your life is a high character person. Because when the purpose of that season of incubation comes and you've developed into the person that you're supposed to be so that you can go into the next season, who becomes entitled to the gifts and the value that you have and that God wants to use in the next season to bless someone else as well? Who are the people that when you start to work on projects and start to do things that don't directly benefit them, who are the ones that, have you seen this little thing? Or have you seen him doing this? Or what do you think about this? Or how's that? Or da 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 da. They begin to question you then, right? When you're adding direct value to them, there was no questions. It was only gratitude and appreciation. But when you grow and you metaphorically develop these wings, and now you're at a place to where you're expanding and you're going to bless others, and you're going to bless other people and other environments and other organizations or whatever industry you're in, whoever it is that or whatever season you're in, whoever it is that you're going to bless in the next season. How do those people respond? Are they entitled? Do they feel like the reason that God created you was only for them? Or do they say, I'm so thankful for the value that you've provided and will continue to provide. But I also understand, because I've seen the direct impact of that value that you've provided, there's someone else who can benefit it equally as much. So you have to be cautious of those people in your environment who become entitled to your season of incubation, who become entitled to your gifts and value as long as it benefits them. But the second it doesn't benefit them, then now in their eyes, you've become something else, right? Everybody loves the caterpillar, but not everybody loves the butterfly. So be careful for those caterpillar people in your life.